Hi everyone, my name is Emily and I'm a respiratory therapist. I'm going to be talking about the Hamilton C-1 and we're going to start out with the ASV mode, which would be for your intubated patient. So this particular mode is known as adaptive support ventilation, and your initial settings, there are three: your minute ventilation percent, your PEEP, and your oxygen. So when we go here to controls, we'll be able to open that up and see what we've got set here. So at this point, with the particular ideal body weight and gender that we have dialed in for our patient, in this mode, the ventilator is going to deliver 6.2 liters per minute. The minute ventilation is the respiratory rate times the tidal volume, and in this mode, it's going to adjust based on the minute volume percent that you have dialed in. So if we go here, we currently have a male patient that has 174 centimeter height. Let's make him a little bit shorter. And so now his ideal body weight is 57 kilograms. So if we go back to our controls over here, we'll see that his minute ventilation at that particular setting of 100% is 5.7. Now I've attached the test lung and we're going to start ventilation. Another thing to note is for this particular mode, when we selected it, we have a pressure limit of 30, so that's going to serve as a pop-off for our delivery of our tidal volume and respiratory rate, the amount of pressure that it takes at that particular minute ventilation. And we'll give it just a moment here to adjust. So you see here right now, it is working its way up to that set minute ventilation. It takes it just a moment. And once it gets there, it's going to adjust this rate and volume in order to achieve that. Now, let's say you get your arterial blood gas back and your carbon dioxide level is elevated. So what that tells us is the patient needs to breathe more often. They need more minute ventilation. So in that case, we could adjust this here so we can go up by 10 to 20%. And if we go back to our controls, we'll see that now we have a minute ventilation of 6.9. So that's going to increase our rate and our volume over here to adapt to that particular minute ventilation, which will lower the amount of carbon dioxide the patient releases based on that particular setting. On the other hand, if their carbon dioxide level is low, we can decrease our percent. So we did start at 100. So let's say we were at 100, 5.7 liters per minute. Carbon dioxide comes back low. Now we could decrease this, and you can see there our minute ventilation is dropping. So drop it by 10%, and then you could repeat your blood gas and see how the patient's doing. Another factor to consider is whether or not the patient is having any distress. So let's say that you start them out at that 100%, 5.7 liters per minute. They're intubated, but they look like they're not getting enough air. In that case, we can give them a higher minute ventilation percent. So go up on that again, 10 to 20%, and see how their work of breathing looks after that. All right, one more thing. Here's the alarms. And you can auto set these, so when you click auto, it will auto set those for you, and just confirm with your knob over here. And the next thing we're going to talk about is how to place this particular ventilator in non-invasive mode. Thank you.